talk us through your try. What do you remember of
it? I didn't have to do much, thanks be to God. I think Brian ran a good line, got a ball and passed it to Stephen Ferris, who did very well, made a break and they showed great hands. Came back to Brian and I was hoping he'd get caught alright because I was just on his shoulder and I was able to get him for a try, but I suppose it's a small consolation really on the day, you know. We were disappointed with my game and I suppose we felt that we as the lad said, we had a lot of chances that we left behind us, but I think we can take heart from that as well and finish them off the next day hopefully, and I think it'll be a much different match.
You probably get asked this all the time, but what was going through your head when Stephen Jones was kicking that last kick in the game against Wales last year before it missed? What was going through your head?
Just for the benefit of everyone in the back, just asked what was going through everybody's minds when Stephen Jones was lining up that missed that kick last year.
Missed the kick, when the kick was in the air, when the Grand Slam would have been at stake, what was going through your head at the time? No,
Ronan.
Raj.
At the exact time in the game, like you're talking seconds in your last minute of a game, you're pretty exhausted and you've experienced every emotion. And I suppose, to be fair, we probably thought he was going to kick it, but we didn't know what it was going to be like till we actually won it, because it's only when the ball falls short that you can celebrate. So an awful lot happens in a very short space of time. So I think it was more, I suppose, in hindsight, every thought was going through our head, but at the time I think it's an awful lot worse for people that watch the game. When you're playing the game, you're stuck in it, you don't think about these things really. You're playing the next play, how do we get the ball and stuff like that, so we're a little bit detached from reality. Yeah, the game was over, wasn't it?
Next play.
Paddy Wallace.
About being a professional, obviously you're living over there in Wales. What's the best part of being a professional, and what's the worst part of being a professional rugby player? Best first.
Best obviously is getting to play professionally a sport that I've grown up playing, something that I've obviously I've always dreamt of playing for Ireland from whatever height I was. So to be given that opportunity to play with the sort of players I'm playing with, to have won a Grand Slam, I mean, that is, that's what dreams are made of. And also the camaraderie within the squad. I mean, you're pretty much trained with 35, 40 fellas of similar age, some getting on a little bit. You're going red, Ronan.
Well, he's 35.
We'll get to that now. We'll get to the oldest and youngest in the squad now.
And then, obviously that's great, but there's a lot of downsides to it as well. I mean, we have to give up an awful lot to be able to do that. One of my things I always want to do is to go travelling. I always would have loved to have taken a year out after school and go travelling, but unfortunately didn't get the opportunity to do that. But it's these sort of sacrifices you're more than happy to make.
Ask him about spring break. You went travelling.
I think you're referring to the hand of Neil back. So
the linesman should have seen it.
The linesman should have seen it, apparently.
Yeah, it's been discussed for years. I think that's 2003, isn't it, Wally?
2002.
I think that was happened in 2002, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's 8 years ago, so it's good to see you've got over it. And we need more of you. That's what makes Munster so great, because we have such passionate supporters, and we appreciate that, but I think we have to move on.